Magic. Right? Keep an eye on this 5-minute candle right here. This one. Look at the next one. See, it came up to tap the 14 EMA, which was a liquidity wick on the 15 EMA, which was a liquidity wick on the 1-hour candle. Right? Went down, fill this range, you take your profits, you get the fuck out. Because you're done. Right? This momentum range fill happens 3-4 times a day, but you have to train your eyes to catch it. And I always catch it midway, because that's all I need, midway. Is this on GJ? Yeah, it's on GJ. It happens on everywhere, like UJ, gold, whatever you trade, it happens in everywhere. Okay, let's look at another example. A lot of examples, these are fun, aren't they? Stop in the name of love before I break your face. That was a bad one. Okay, so what's happening over here? What are you doing? Yeah, no idea. No fucking idea what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Someone's saying higher lows. Okay, so you're taking buys? Yeah, just waiting. Just waiting. Yeah, we're just waiting. Oh, what's happening now? Look what's happening now. Where are we going? No, 1 hour down. No idea. Big thing by down. Full margin weights. Full margin weights. Yes. Something still don't know. Still don't know. This is where, yeah, wait for 15 to close. Yeah. This is a little bit complicated, right? This is a little bit of a harder example, right? The reason why it's harder is because now if you look at the 1 hour, 1 hour pushed down, right? And now it retraced. Have you ever seen NFP happen? That NFP, it goes up ferociously and then it comes down and then it continues to go up, right? Or have you seen like daily candles, right? When Monday starts, daily candle comes down really far on Monday, Sunday, Monday, and then it like retraces a little bit. And then Wednesday, Thursday, it continues to move down. You've seen that, right? Same thing happening with the 1 hour candle over here. It dropped down, retracing to continue, right? But this is a harder example. So you just, if you've seen this happen, you'll take a sell. If this is the first time you see this happen, you just wait. And then you learn, you know, that, oh, okay, oh yeah, next time it happens, okay, I'll take this. I'll take this. Well done. If you waited, well done. Right? But if you waited, I think this would have been your confirm right here, this 5-minute candle right here. That, okay, now we're heading down. Right? But you're always waiting for confirms. Because this 5-minute candle was 15-minute candle right over here. And then you're going down. Right? So you're riding momentum. Riding momentum. You just need to 50% pullback. Yeah, I don't know about 50% pullback and stuff, but they happen on like I've seen them happen on 1 hour though, like 50%, 60%, whatever. Like I just visualize the pullback, but that's the thing. You're just riding momentum, right? You're riding momentum, and when you focus on your trading plan, and you really look at it, you're like, okay, I'm looking at charts during this time. You will begin to see these moves in momentum. You'll start to see them. It won't happen the first week, as I said before. Won't happen the second week. Might happen the third week. Fourth week, you're going to get it down. Because guess what's going to happen at 4 weeks? It's going to become a habit that you're following your trading plan. Right? Habits. You know, doing things haphazardly will make you an income. Remember that. Remember this always. Haphazard things will make you an income. A habit will make you a fortune. Tattoo that. Habits will make you fortunes. What's going to make you broke for life? Good habits. Okay? All right. Let's go to the next part. So what's the result of all the memes and charts, right? We've said enough. Exactly. Jim Rohn, right? What's the result? What have we learned so far from all this, right? We've learned is you wait for candles to close, right? You wait for candles to close. You trade the trend, right? Hunt wicks and ranges to be filled, also known as, say, zone to zone, right? You wait for confirmations, and once you see price is going to go to that point, oh boy, you take that. You take action, just like you're going to take action on your demo account, or you're going to take action on a 1 cent lot. But you take action. At least you try, you know? At least you try. But only trade at times when there's momentum in the market. Session times. Only trade when there's momentum in the market. Right? Now, if you recap all this information that we've gone through in your head, if you recap it, it seems pretty simple, right? It seems pretty easy. Oh yeah, you know, momentum, range, wick fill, take a sell, take a buy. It's going to get filled. We'll make pips. We'll make some dollars here and there. It looks very simple, but is that simple? No, you got to repeat. Repetition is going to make it simple, right? So that's not it. You got to repeat everything every day. When you're looking at your plan, 6 to 9 or like 9 to 12 or 7 to 10, you're repeating the same thing over and over again. And the more you do it, the more things you're going to see happen in the market. And who knows, tomorrow maybe you're going to become someone who's like, oh yeah, like Noor is the master at London close, or Dean is a champion at Asian Open because he's done it for so many months. Or hey, I suck at London Open. Maybe I'll contact the fucking Peter guy because he just trades London Open and he's a champion at London Open. Maybe I can learn a few things from him because he's done it over the course of 10 months and that's all he does, London Open. You know, why are these gurus out there saying that, oh, we can teach you to be profitable at New York Open? Because that's all they fucking do, New York Open, and they're good at it, right? They're good at it. So what do you do now? Ask yourself, so what do you do now after the webinar? It's not over yet. The webinar isn't over yet. It's like that movie, right? When you think the movie's over, it's not. There's more to the movie. No simulation. No simulation. Oh, maybe you should make a trading plan. That's what you should do. You should make a trading plan, right? Will you get rich quick? No. You're not getting rich quick. Never. You're not getting rich quick. It's going to take time, you know? It's going to take time before that happens. It's going to take time. It's going to take time that you realize that, okay, I have to do this one thing on one pair over and over again for a couple of weeks. And then I might start to see things which these people see, you know, these retards who keep saying the same thing, that you need to see the same thing, you know? So that's the thing. That's what you got to do, right? So again, discipline is very important. You got to break your bad habits, man. It's the key. You got to know when you're supposed to trade. What's the time you're supposed to trade? Because if you keep looking at charts for all day long, you are a selfish asshole. Then you're taking time away from your family, you know, from your kids, from your girlfriend, from your wife, right? You can't be selfish. You gotta focus on your time to trade, and that's it. Treat it as a part-time job. Exactly. You're being selfish to your side chick too, right? Goes to my next point. Are you treating it as a part-time job? Are you? Or are you not? Right? If you're treating it as a part-time job, and it's a new job, and you know you're going to your job from 6 to 9, guess what happens when you start a new job? You're not good at it. So how do you get good at it? There's on-the-job training. And in trading, when you're trading from 6 to 9 every day, you're getting trained on the job. Every day you're getting trained and trained. You're fucking up sometimes, but hey, you're learning, because it's part of the training. You're learning every day. I can't stress this enough. Repetition. You know, whenever you're trading, what's your daily risk? What's your daily goal? Are you doing your homework at the end of the trading day? Right? Homework means once your day is done, you're going home and you're evaluating the trades you've taken. If you've taken winning trades, are you telling yourself, okay, how could I have made this trade better? Could I have waited? Could I have taken profits when it was time to take profits? Was I impatient? Right? Or was I a little bitch? These are the things you need to ask yourself. Like if you had a losing day, you need to see, okay, I had a losing day today. How could I have made this trade better? Or what would I do differently if this situation came about again tomorrow or the next day or the day after? What would I do differently? Right? When you have these things written down, they become your weapons, right? And then you start using these weapons. Someone asked me, 6 to 9 Eastern? No. Make up a trading plan. Make up what time suits you best. I have people saying, man, I'm going to trade from 7 to 10, but I got to take my kid outside, or I got to do this and that. Man, if you have a part-time job, are you telling your boss that you're going to go and, do something else? No, you're not. You're not going to do that. So make sure you know what time you can allot to the charts, right? Because this part-time job can become your full-time job. Someday, it might happen if you have the correct disciplines, if you repeat everything. Discipline in life is very important, man. I'm going to tell you straight up, Forex can make you feel like shit. It can make you feel like something you've never felt before. I'm telling you this right now. Very important. If you stay disciplined, you have the world in your grasp. I'm telling you this. So true, so important, such an important concept. You need to take this seriously. I know a lot of people who say we make this seriously, but they don't. They don't. Oh, it's going to make you lose your erections if you're not disciplined. I'm telling you that right now. iPhone. Discipline is so, so important. I can't stress this enough. That's why I had this twice here. Like, discipline, discipline, discipline. All right. So let's go towards the IQ test. IQ test, inbound. How much dirt is in a 2x2x2 hole in the ground? How much dirt? Eight. The hole is empty. That's good. 0, perfect. 2x2 is 4x2 is 8. 8 is the correct answer. All right, next question. Which side of your body is your left hand on when you're looking in the mirror? Perfect. Right side. So far, we're winning. Next question. How many planets are there in the solar system? Oh, 9 gets the right answer, and 8. Oh, fuck off. Uranus. Next question. Is your computer time correct? Because this is very important when you're looking at session times. This is important. Some people send me charts at New York close, and then I say to check the time. They don't know what the time it is. Make sure our clocks are set right. What color is the bottom of a rainbow? Does this matter? In trading, does this matter? It's violet. It's violet. A farmer has 20 sheep and all but 15 die. How many sheep are left? I don't even know the answer to this question. So I'm going to wait because it's consolidation time. Yeah, so I'm going to wait. All right, the most important question coming right up. Who's Raja and who is Rakil? One is a myth and one is a person. We don't know. We don't know. Who are these two people? Alter ego. All right, perfect. So we have survived these sessions. Questions. We are open for questions. There are no stupid questions. No, 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 no. No, there are no stupid questions. But okay. Is the 5 minute strong enough for confirm? Yes. If 5 minute is moving towards the area you're targeting and you see it, the same thing happen on 15 and 1 hour, if it all aligns, then yes, it's a great confirm. Why put stop loss at break even when it can be 10 pip stop loss? You can put stop loss at break even when you have reached your daily goal and you have really what's the word? When you've bagged your profits. Once you've bagged your daily profits and you have one position running, you can put that at break even. You know, because saying that I'm gonna have the stop loss at 10 pips, even if it goes to my zone, is like, okay, you're accepting that it might hit your stop loss, right? So never let price hit your stop loss once it goes into profits. Never let profits turn into losses. Always protect. Is Forex short from foreign exchange? It's LMAO, not LMBO. Excellent webinar. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Is 300 to 400% margin okay? Ask yourself. If you have a 300% margin, how much are you risking? What would you have in a trading checklist? You need to rewatch the webinar and make a trading plan. How do I get into the drive and chats now? I feel like this is a stupid question. Yes, look at Dwight and ask him that question. It's gonna all happen in a methodical way after this webinar is ended because I cannot do anything when I'm in the webinar. On EMA retest, would 5 minutes be a confirm for entries? Yes, it isn't confirmed for entry. It's also good on 15 minutes too, but you have to see where the price is in that session. Can you provide an example on 5 minute versus 15 minute versus 5 minute? I had 11 examples on that. Are EMAs needed? It's up to you. Do you think they're needed? Again, make up a trading plan and show your mentor your trading plan. Mental stop loss of 3 pip, okay, since momentum changed. 3 pip, no. If you are a really good, consistent trader, then you can use the 3 pip stop loss. You know, then you can use a 3 pip stop loss. But if you're new, if you're not consistent, I wouldn't say use 3 pip stop loss. And make a trading plan. And if you're using a 3 pip stop loss and you're saying I'm risking $50, then maybe you're using a bigger lot on the 3 pip stop loss to risk $50. If your stop loss is 10 pips, you're risking $50, then maybe your lot size is a lot smaller. Makes sense? Because it's based on your pips and, like, you know. Could you talk about how you take positions? Like, do you do market execution? Yes, Harpreet, I do market execution. And I think we've done a lot of New York session webinars, and we'll continue to do so. So you actually see what we do, like what I do. EMA not needed. It's up to you. Yeah, EMAs are all up to you. Peter side, after boxing chill, is it best to wait for retest or better to enter after breakout? It's best to wait for a retest, but normally you can kind of sense it going that way, right? Like once you see, here's the beauty of following your plan and seeing things happen again and again. Over time, what you're going to realize is that you can sense it going in the direction. Like you just have that intuition, like that little voice in you that says, oh boy, it's going over there. It's going over there, right? That's the Holy Grail. Like when you start seeing things over and over again, that you have this intuition in you that tells you something's about to happen. Draw zones on the daily and 4 hour, then refine them on the 1 hour. Yes. Top to bottom, top to bottom. Okay, what is a good break of time Eastern to trade London Open? What is a good break of time to Eastern trade London Open? Make a trading plan and put your time over there. And it's basically what you see, what works for you, right? Now guys will be asking me questions, what time should I trade? It's based on what you feel is right? Because when you're telling me or asking what times you should trade, this means that you're looking for a quick way out, right? You're looking to see, okay, if Raja or if Vakar or if Ted says, hey, just trade in these 3 hours, you're going to be good. It doesn't mean you're going to make profits the first day, because you're going to look at that time. The next day, you're going to look at some other time. The next day, you're going to look at some other time. Then you're going to be a monkey chasing its own tail, not knowing what the fuck to do, right? So when you choose a time, you need to look at that time and just focus on that fucking time, right? And just really drill in your mind that this is the time I have to look at every day. And in 2-3 weeks, I will begin to see the moves. Because if you don't approach trading with that mindset, bruh, you're wasting your time, you're wasting my time, and you're wasting everyone else's time in the group who you're asking questions to. I'm telling you this straight up right now. I don't fuck around. I don't bullshit. I tell it how it is, and that's exactly what's going to happen. That happened to me. That happened to me. I was running around everywhere looking at the things that other people were doing or telling me to look at times and this and that. But what worked for me was I chose a time. In my group, we demolish Asian session like nothing, because we've been trading Asian session for the last 1.5 years. And when you do something for 1.5 years, for 3 hours every day, you become a master at it. Of course, you're going to fail the first few 6-7 times, but ultimately you're going to be a master at it, right? So don't ask me what time. I'm here to coach you. Like if you have problems, if let's say you're having a hard time looking at your session, then yeah, send me charts at the end of the day. We're going to go over those charts. But you have to commit to that thing. Commit to that time. Right? There's nothing that cheeses me more than that. All right, let's go to the next question. Do you TP if candle hasn't closed in the middle of the meat of the trade? Yeah, I TP when I feel like, okay, you know what? This is maybe time for me to exit. Because sometimes you just know that you should exit now, and now I just exit. Before, I used to just like kind of wait around, but I found out that I was losing pips. So now whenever I feel uncomfortable, I exit the trade. Thanks for taking time to do this. Tone of the information provided. You're welcome. Thanks, Raja. You're welcome. You're welcome. Abel, if you go back to the example with the cat Mimi, you'll notice that the wick of the bullish candle before the big drop is lower than the previous candle. Can you consider it also to confirm the way going down? Let's go to the cat Mimi. The cat meme. It's meme, right? Okay, cat meme. You'll notice that the wick of the bullish candle before the big drop is lower than the previous wick. No, not that. It's going to be, it's purely on visualizing the 4 hour. It's purely on what I've seen happening. But if you go next, right, then you get your confidence later on. Can you also talk about your first year of live trading? I lost $130,000. and trying to do what someone else was doing and trying to learn what someone else was learning and trying to copy someone else, I lost a whole bunch of money. But when I really focused on, okay, I need to just focus on, let's say, Asian or one thing, I just need to focus on that and believe that over time this will work for me, it worked. It worked for me. How do you know it is how do you know it is the intuition? How do you tie your laces? Do you think about tying your laces? I bet when you were 5-year-old, you thought about tying your laces, making a bow and up and over and loop and all that shit. No. But now you can be doing 1,000 different things and still tie your laces, not knowing you tied your laces. That's intuition. How did that intuition come about? Repetition. You repeated tying your laces so much that now you can do it with your eyes closed. Same thing with trading. Sometimes Asian session, I just know with my eyes closed where it's going to go. Because why? Because repetition. No matter how many questions you ask, you can ask questions all day long, but repetition is the only thing that's going to answer all those questions. What margin percentage do you use? It doesn't matter what margin percentage do I use. How would you trust in your intuition? What was your experience? How did that develop? It developed by looking at the same things over and over again. Over and over again. Repeatedly. Same things over. The market is not going to do something new. It's going to do the same thing. And I just do the same thing every day. Catch a momentum. Okay, if there's a zone to fill or a zone to touch or a wick to fill or a range to fill, okay, fuck, we're going over there. Because I've seen it happen over and over again. Repetition. Yeah, don't be a monkey. Trust your thoughts. Laura, your best attitude. Great webinar. Thank you. What pairs are best to trade at what time? Make a trading plan. Make a trading plan. For you, it could be USD CAD, USD JPY, GBP JPY, GBP USD, USD ZAR, USD Ruble. It's up to you. If you're asking what time to trade, what's the best time, go to the start of the webinar, go to the point when I talk for an hour about trading plan and what time to choose, and you're going to know what time you should choose and what time you should focus on. How does one join your group? My group is not special. I'm special. I coach you on your trading. I tell you how it is. What point do you leave the full-time job in doing trading? I left my job when I won my first trade. I thought I can do this, but no, I failed miserably. If I feel comfortable making a trade just by looking at the hourly, 4 hours, should I continue doing so? Yes, you should continue doing that. And you should work every day on try to perfect that. Right? Because this is how it started. I traded wick fills, and I knew, fuck, I can trade wick fills and make money every day. Oh, I just focused on wick fills. And then I focused on the greater market structure. Okay, wicks get filled, then let's look at ranges. Ranges get filled too. Now look over here, range get filled. Right? Let's look back. Let's look back. See, range get filled. Then focus on that, and slowly it became repetitive. If I feel comfortable making a trade by just looking at the forex string, yep. What is safe stop loss for 10 pips TP? 10 pips is still fine. 10 pips is still fine, but know this right now. It won't happen in the first week. If you're taking more than 2-3 trades in the first week, it's not going to happen for you. Just focus on 1 or 2 trades a day. I say for new guys, start with 1 trade a day. Just 1 trade. Man, when I started, I was taking 1 trade. 1 trade every day. Generally speaking, if I know every trade is a little different, but how many pips do you set your stop loss at? I mentioned this 10 times, Harpreet. Take notes. People who are asking repetitive questions, they did not take any notes. They watched this webinar like a fucking movie. So respect my time and take notes. Do you trade UJ and GJ? I trade GJ and I trade UJ in Asian session. How long do you take to be profitable? It took me 9-10 months. To become of elite level research, suggest 10 hours and 10,000 hours of deliberate practice. Exactly, Ryan. Ryan, you got this right on point. For something to work for you, it takes 10,000 hours of deliberate practice, repetition. You know, if you want to ride a unicycle, are you going to go read books on how to ride a unicycle? Are you going to read on what angle should you posture your back at to ride a unicycle? Are you going to read like on what angles to pedal on a unicycle? No, you're going to grab a unicycle and start riding. And you're going to fall a bunch of times. And then after a few weeks, you might start riding it correctly. That's exactly how trading is. But you're going to have a coach there right by you, helping you, giving you tips. But you got to do it all on your own. Remember that. How would I confirm time for GMT? You can't. It's built in. Took 6 pages of notes. You are great, iPad. 6 pages, 8 pages. Very nice. I took so many notes that my pencil broke. Perfect. Get a sharpener. Excellent webinar. You're welcome. Full margin at no point, mentor. Never again. Nope. Fuck full margin. Full margin is bad. Right? So now what's going to happen is this. Perfect. So the recording will be in your mentors drives. Everyone who joined me, you're going to be placed in groups in the next couple of hours. And if you don't have access to the drive, just put your email in the group you were put in, the intern group. Perfect. Awesome, guys. Have a great day. Have a great weekend, right? Make your trading plans and let's get this shit started.